Been busy, and I'm really excited. If you're rewatching the live stream, check out fuzzim.com. I'll try and pin a comment in the description below, and we are going to get after it. I have been getting a huge amount of components in because I recently got some more working capital, is what it's called, and I've got a big dealer order about to close, and just trying to get ahead on some things. But we'll do some jamming and hanging out, and I hope you guys have a really good time doing it. Actually, let me make sure I get all comments. Perfect. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon. I'm gonna be getting after it. I got some random stuff delivered just now that I was kind of waiting for today. Echo Moon is the delay pedal that Fuzzent makes. This bad boy. It's based off a PT2399 chip. A lot of other builders use this chip. It's very popular. It's very well established. The difference with the Fuzzimp one is that it's got a little bit of a boost on it. So it's got like a little bit of a louder push to the sound. And they sound really super good. But people have been pairing these up with Shroots, which is great. Shroot has been wildly popular the last little bit, which is also good to see. And yeah, so we're gonna work on these. One of the things about them though, sometimes the chips are not perfect. And so what I did is I went and got me some nice sockets that just got delivered. So drop those in. Those are gonna drop in right there. So anyway, yeah, a big dealer order is supposed to close real soon. I was thinking maybe today, but we'll see. We'll see when it closes. But part of that will be restocking a ton of boards on models that we haven't been doing for a while, like Creature, Adventure, Sender 5, and Shroot 2. I'm bringing back with the Shroot 3 board. So stay tuned for those. Probably a few weeks out yet, but it'll be really exciting when I'm able to relaunch all those pedals and have those available. I have some new ideas I want to develop, but right now the priority is going to be keeping the shop moving quick and getting the dealer order done. So yeah, lots to look forward to, lots going on, and I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are too. Let me see. Yeah, let's do that. How's that? Yeah, over the last couple days, been really getting a ton of components in and been hard at work. I actually just ordered a ton of boards too, restocking Shroot, Machina 2, Bongfire. All those have been really popular again lately. Basically, just kind of stepping into this new chapter. So far this year has been great, honestly. Lots of customers, a lot of international customers lately, the last little bit, which has been really cool to see. Countries all over: Japan, Germany, Norway, UK, Scotland, Australia. So yeah, lots going on. Really excited, and we'll just keep rocking. Oh, the concert. Yeah, I went to a concert this last Saturday. I meant to make a YouTube about it, but then some things happened where I ended up being super busy with work stuff, and so I haven't sat down and recorded it. I might do so very soon. And saw 3 friends' bands play at a bar/motorcycle repair shop. It's kind of a wild combo, but it ended up being all right. And it's just kind of funny. So I get there with my friend Barry. On the way there, his drummer's car breaks down real close to the venue. I end up while we're driving in a different car, and I get a Lyft, like an Uber, but it's Lyft, to pick him up in with the XXL, so like with a big minivan, to pack all his stuff over to the venue, and we get him taken care of. But then we get to the venue and we realize, hey Nate, we realize that at the venue there's no PA set up, and there's not even really a stage. They're just kind of like pointing at this corner saying, hey, that's where we'll have you play. And like, I'm looking around, it doesn't really feel like a concert's supposed to take place in an hour or so. But luckily, my friend Wyatt, so if you've seen the Furia pedal, my friend Wyatt is in Cue the Sun. He's kind of my point of contact with them. I am friends with Jack and Ben, drums and guitars respectively. But anyway, their practice space was not super far away, and so we ended up grabbing their PA they use in their practice space and setting it up for the gig. And I'm helping get gear situated, get people situated, and kind of sound check and direct the sound and setup of the bands, which I loved. I had a really good time, and I got some really great clips throughout the whole night. And I think I've only posted a little bit so far. Yeah, a lot of the ride shares and a lot of the tech-based app companies are pretty bad to their workers. Yeah, it was really fun. But I will upload a more thorough video just about that event at some point, because I took a lot of clips and footage. I just haven't put it together because, like I said, sales have been great, and able to kind of do some big restocks and stuff like that, and just a lot going on. So, hey, Matt, working away. I was talking about the gig I went to this last weekend, and also talking about some Fuzzimp things. Adventure pedals are planned. I could open up ordering, but I might as well just wait because you guys are going to end up waiting too. I have the black cases and the green cases that have the more artistic one. I have those already paid for and planned. It's just a matter of when the boards will get here, because at this point it's probably close to 2 weeks before I get those boards. But yeah, I mean, we're real close. Just waiting on that dealer order to get paid, which I don't know. It could happen today, more likely tomorrow or Monday. I'm kind of waiting on their boss to click pay on the invoice, which it's a little nerve-wracking for me. I don't blame them for this, just because it's a really big order and there's a lot involved, both in the prep beforehand and kind of like keeping to a timeline. But it's all very exciting. You know, it's 36 units, so someone buying 36 pedals all at once is pretty exciting, regardless of who you are. But yeah, I'll let you know, and you'll see updates like, hey, all this stuff is available again. Also, I'm not the best with the mailing list, but I do use it quite a bit. Sorry, my solder got bound up. The mailing list, I'll put a blast out as well. You might be on it, I don't know. There's only a handful of people on the official Fuzzimp mailing list. I think about 70 people. But I try to post periodic updates there because there's a handful of people, like, they don't use any social media or anything like that, but they use the mailing list. But yeah, so all those models coming back. Dealer orders, big deal. What else? I'm going to be making bong fires with a special mix of transistors. So I use effectively the same transistors in different packaging. But I've got BC 109s and 108Cs, which are metal can transistors for the bong fires, for a handful of them. So if you order a bong fire now, it will come with these special, see if we can get it to focus, metal can transistors. They sound basically the same. Maybe there's a little bit of slight difference just because of manufacturing and stuff. I think they look cool. They sound cool. Why not? Why not do it? I was able to get a few things. So I bought a lot of parts. I kind of got some financing for the company. Nothing crazy, just a little working capital loan, and I dumped it all into parts. And so, yeah, it was cool to get restocks, and that was one of the little treats that I got for myself, was upgrading the bong fires to metal can transistors. The ones that are in any existing bong fire sound really good. It's effectively the same transistor, but it's like a little treat for those who want it. There's plenty of other builders that do premium upcharges for new old stock transistors. I'm not doing that. It's just if you order a Bongfire right now, that's what you get. So that'll be cool. Yeah, we're gonna build this Echo Moon. I got to drop off a bunch of packages today. I even got myself some new Nate, the Amity, the left side has is a CMOS design. Let's pull up our visuals. I think you ended up with an Amity. I can't remember what all you got. But yeah, the left side has a CMOS, not a full-blown fuzz, but it's a high-power overdrive. The left side is based off of my Obtainium circuit, which has some heritage with like a way huge red llama. But you've got a bass control and an active mid cut or boost. It's got a ton of headroom and it's really nice sounding. Here, let's plug that in for a second. But yeah, that's what this is. But yeah, the Amity is a crazy value because you have two full-on pedals that are different voices. Which CMOS? It's a 4049, I think. I'd have to check. It's been a while since I've looked at the schems for this one and for Obtainium, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. We don't use all the voices. Which side? The right side, Matt. Because the left side ended up being the Obtainium. I was gonna have it be dual Nobles. So the other side is a Nobles ODR1, which sounds like an amp in a box. That's the right side. I know it's gonna be a little resist, but yeah, you'll really like this. They sound really good. Let's plug it in and play it for a second. This one is going out to my friend Gus from Portland. We went to the same guitar shop a lot, and he asked me the other day about what to use for like an overdrive to stack with amp gain, but that had some character to it, and I recommended this right off the bat, which is still a great recommendation. Here, let's turn this a little bit. I haven't pushed the Amity as hard, even though it's one of my favorite designs that I have, just because it's so good. I figure the word will get out on its own. But let's get a little more volume. Sorry, my air filter fan is a little loud today, so we'll get some. So here's the left side. Out a lot. I would say both sides are kind of on the overdrive side, but they have a really wide gain range. They stack. I was using both on for a bunch of that. It's probably kind of hard to tell over this particular video. Yeah, looking at the camera, it's hard to tell which LEDs are on because I have it kind of at a weird angle and the lighting isn't great in the shop just this second, but you get the idea. Really versatile pedal. I've made a lot of demos and videos on it. It just has been a little bit since it came out. Not super long. I think it came out last year sometime, but I like it. So it's just one of those ones that's so good. I try to push it when I can. I think it's one of those ones that kind of has to catch on its own. I think there's, you know, like the Shroot's so immediate, right? That one's like sells itself based on the artwork, based on the idea of it. Something like this is probably technically the better pedal, but I made it neutral on purpose, so it's got this really clean, simple look. There's a lot to what you could do with this, but yeah, it pairs well with everything else. It's really easy to use. Both sides work differently. So like on the right side, the Noble side, like what you have, Matt, this sculpt sculpt control is fully to the left is just mids, and then it's mids with boosted highs and lows. So you basically just like are scooping out the highs and lows with this one. This one is an active mid around 1K. So when you boost it, you get this kind of like pokey wah thing or a chainsaw slightly, and then you scoop it down, gets kind of like warm, scoopier thing. Because they're totally different circuits, but they complement each other really well. Great pedal. I don't think they get enough credit just for how good it is. Like, the board that I designed with my guy right away is the one that we use on all of them. Like, it just is so good. Okay, we are going to get back to making this Echo Moon. I might not stream as long as usual, maybe stream for another few minutes, we'll see, just because I really do need to pack up all these orders and get them out the door today. Got about 6 pedals that need shipping, and so we will keep it going. The plus side is, for anyone that's hopping in on orders, outside of the boards that are still coming in, orders have been leaving the shop quite quickly, and I'm about to be doing so much building that I can fit in quite a few orders. Shroot 2 or Shroot Original, the only downside right now is waiting for the boards to come in. So those have a circuit board where I add all the parts. I ordered them. They'll be here early next week is my guess. Not to worry, like it won't be a super long wait on a Shroot or something. But after that, like I'll basically have them in stock. So there's the one thing I realized, like as things were going and I was getting organized for this big order, I was like, oh wow, I actually need quite a few of those parts. So anyway, just a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes in Fuzzamp land. So yeah. Hey, thanks. Thomas, it's good to see you, buddy. I do like the new logo. My friend Gus drew that. I was playing at Amity earlier. That's the pedal that he ended up with. But he just texted me out of the blue. He's like, here's this thing I drew for you. You can use it. So I kind of made it my profile picture everywhere. You know what's nice? And I didn't know that this was even an option. Now the Fuzzamp YouTube has a link to the website built straight into it. So it's not hard to find the website if you're looking at anything Fuzzamp, which is really, really effective and useful. So that's really nice to have. But yeah, I love it. I've considered, hey, Swamp Rat Music, how's it going? We're doing good. I got a ton of parts in today. I had to get them all organized. One of the things that comes in is like the rolls of 200 resistors. And the way I like them in my bins is loose instead of tied together. So I strip them all, and I had gotten like 10 different kinds of resistors. So it took a while to get all organized, but I got it. It's kind of like, I'm like basically prepping for game day, because as soon as this dealer order closes, I'm going to be crazy busy for the next couple weeks. And so I want to make sure that, number one, I'm as organized as possible, and number two, that every customer order I can get out the door ahead of time. That's what I'm doing. But it's really exciting to see Fuzzamp kind of turning a corner. Felt like last year just was kind of a letdown overall. Not that it was all that bad, but just it seemed like everyone was kind of waiting to see what was going to happen with tariffs, with all kinds of things. And so this year I feel like really we're getting some momentum. The pedals are selling. People are excited about their pedals. They're telling their friends about them. So it's like, it's a good time. It's a good time to be doing stuff. I'm excited. It's been good to kind of lock in and focus on pedals even more lately. And yeah, like I was saying, I was telling the story earlier for those who are just tuning in about a show I was at this last weekend. Oh, also, for anyone who's curious, check out fuzzimp.com to order your pedals. fuzzimp.com. And yeah, but anyway, so I'm at the show with my friends' bands and had a really good time talking to everybody and kind of seeing what they were up to. Earlier in the stream, I was telling the story. Part of it was there was not like a substantial PA, so all that was through the PA was the vocals, and because they just had like one main speaker, and so everybody's amps had to be up really super loud. Right on, man. Yeah, drop some videos. But so you got to have a big loud amp. And it just has me thinking, in the online guitar world, and a lot of us, I lived in apartments that I had to be relatively quiet and all that stuff. And it seems like the guitar community as a whole is like all about the modelers and running DI and stuff. And it's true. A good venue, a good proper venue, you're going to have access to a really decent PA, and you don't need to have an amp that can carry the sound of your rig by itself. However, at this show, that was not the case. It really had to fill the room with sound. Oh, that's awesome that you posted a Creature video. Yeah, and Creatures are coming back really soon too. As soon as all this stuff with the dealer order and a big, huge board order comes in. And shout out to Papa's Music, by the way. They have in stock on quite a bit of stuff. But they've been selling quite a bit, and they are reinvesting, so it's good times. But yeah, so everybody had to have their amps up real loud, and even that, I think, like the bass amp for both bands, like it was loud enough, but barely. It's like it's so rare these days that you need an amp that can really keep up with like a full crowd and fill a room out with sound. But it was cool to be a part of a show where that was the case. Just more real, But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Online, everyone is like, oh, you can't use a 30-watt amp because it's going to be too loud. You need to use a 20-watt amp so it's a little more tame and controlled. It's like, no, forget that, man. Get the loudest possible amp that you can carry with you and be loud. Yeah, Nate. Whatever floats your boat, man. I like that you're digging the imps. But we got our Echo Moon basically put together. But yeah, the show was good. Hanging out with the friends. And the night before, I went to a different concert with this local trio I kind of like, the June Bugs. They play like a totally different style of music. It's more like happy crowd pleaser cover band mashup type stuff that they do. And that was really fun. But yeah, doing live doom metal music where you're feeling the sound in your chest is great. Oh, I know you got it going, Thomas. You got it all rocking. I was going to stream over on Instagram. I know some of you came from there. Some of the regulars like to come by the YouTube. I just feel like the YouTube gets more viewership and is a little more convenient. So you can kind of, if you have premium like I do, you can throw it on in the background while you're driving. It's probably a little easier to manage. Plus you can scrub back and forth while it's going, which is nice. And I always leave them to upload later, especially if it's a good one. But yeah, it's early March. Like I was kind of mentioning, another thing I was mentioning earlier in the stream, periodically I get these financing things. I can kind of resupply a bunch of the expensive stuff at once. And so I had one of those come in this week, and I was able to get ahead on quite a bit on parts. But I might get another one going really soon, which would be nice, to get a new model going. So I have some ideas for a new model. I'm not sure what kind of timeline. I have a feeling I'm going to be real busy just trying to keep up with all the orders coming in. But you never know. There is a possibility. Anybody know the time? I can't swipe at the screen. I'm on Pacific time though, so it might, you guys might be on a different time than I am. My guess is it's somewhere around 3:30 Pacific. I don't know. Maybe just 2:30? No, my teeth are fine. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's been good. The one downside of being so busy is that I don't make as many demos and as much content when I'm just having to do a lot more building than normal. But I'll do my best to keep everybody entertained. I've been trying to take some better pictures. 221, yeah, I figured. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so they didn't pay the dealer invoice today, but that is fine. I had a feeling it would be probably Friday or Monday. But I might get a hold of them in a little bit. We'll see. We'll at least play this Echo Moon and maybe pack up some orders. But I figured I'd at least touch base with you guys, see how you're all doing, let you know there's really big things coming around the corner. It's so cool to be doing this when it's obvious that people are into it. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are really big fans and are very supportive, and I so appreciate you for it. But there's times where, you know, it just doesn't feel like I'm getting momentum, and that can be really frustrating. And I know every kind of artist and musician goes through times like that, where you just kind of feel kind of stuck. I hate that feeling. Right now, I do not feel that feeling. I feel like I'm going places. I feel like things are really turning a page and picking up, and I feel like this could be a really great year for Fuzzik. So, yeah, we're gonna take it and run with it. I'm excited. I got some of my favorite jacks that I order. I have to get them from this place in Michigan, and so I don't always do it. But I just got a whole bunch of sets, and I like them. One of the things that's on my list that I'm going to get. So I've been using the same set of rocket sockets. Pepper's Pedals designed these. I'm going to get a new set. I've used the same set for 5 years. And a couple of them I've cut off and reshaped. Yeah, the Drat sounds really good. I am thinking about the new pedal might be the first buffered Fuzzant pedal. I've been thinking about it. Normally, I adhere strictly to true bypass only. I do feel like overall it is the better move. However, a lot of players now are running really long chains with switchers and all kinds of things, and so having a nice buffer, not just like a crappy one that screws up your whole tone, a nice buffer actually helps. Yeah, exactly, for Swamp Rat. I get it. Okay, just making sure my pins are all aligned. But it's like, I finally had the opportunity to get all the parts I wanted, get all the stuff I needed, and get ready to just build. Because once it starts, it doesn't really let up till summer, which is awesome. Like, it's cool to, you know, be in demand. Okay, there we go. Sorry, those chips have a lot of legs. This is the delay chip that goes in Echo Moon. But yeah. Oh, it's right here. So the show was good. I'll make a YouTube video about that with a bunch of the clips explaining the bands. But overall, it just made me excited about music again. All of them are big pedal nerds. And, you know, really nice guys. And it was really cool to be a part of that. You know, I live kind of isolated and haven't owned a car in a long time. So to get a ride out to the city to do things is kind of a big privilege. Yeah. But I'm probably going to get a rig very soon. A friend of mine randomly reached out. I had some money set to the side for a car. He was like, hey, I'm looking to unload one. And I was like, hey, that might get it done. I have to go check it out and stuff, but it's a good chance I'm mobile again. One of the things that's coming up that I'm really excited about in the Portland area, and it travels, it's not just in Portland, it makes a few stops all over the US, but there's a big show, the Pedal and Synth Expo. It used to be free. It's a couple bucks to attend now, but a bunch of my small builder friends are going to be there. And the last time I went was a really good time. I'm not going to be presenting. I'm just going to visit. But that would be a great opportunity to have a rig, because then it's like I can go up, hang out with everybody, and have a really good time. And that's really cool. So, yeah. Cool. We got it. There's a possibility this chip might need to get swapped. It is a reality with this particular delay chip. It's really sensitive, and even from a reliable manufacturer, reliable seller, they still can have issues, but usually it's fine. We'll find out together in a second, but let's see. But this Echo Moon will sound great once it's working. If I have to swap the chip, I have to swap the chip. It's fine. Yeah, I've been on a good luck streak lately. Lately, I haven't had as many bad ones. It's working. Perfect. So yeah, cool delay pedal. That's the Echo Moon. It's tested. I need to start packing up orders before it gets too much later. So I'm gonna jump off stream for now, but check out fuzzum.com. I showed off Amity and Echo Moon today, but if you have any questions, feel free to email or DM me, and I'll do my best to help you. And it's been great. I know this is a little bit of a shorter stream than usual. We got like 37 minutes. Normally I try to go over an hour, but lots of big news coming in the next few weeks, and I think you guys are really gonna like everything that's happening. So we'll talk to you later.